Hi, welcome back to Two Kims.
One pod.
I'm Peter Kim,
And I am Unji Kim.
and welcome back to the final podcast of the world. You guys, today I want to talk about health because I just got back on healthcare after my
Woohoo!
WGA healthcare lapsed
Yeah,
because of lack of work.
sure.
That felt so shitty when I lost my. It's been a while since I lost my health insurance.
Yeah.
And to lose your health insurance, it really is bleak because people are like, oh, you better get your own. And then you look at the ACA marketplace and you're like, $1,000 a month for what? What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, it feels like going onto the ACA feels like you are looking for it's like the ACA truly it feels like you're getting a one bedroom condominium for $1 million. Like what you're getting
Yeah.
does not make sense with how much you have to pay for it. And it's
Yeah.
like it's not in a good school district. Like nothing about this place is one bed, one bath. Nothing about it is
It's
good.
technically not even in the city.
Exactly.
Like
It's not even
it's in
technically not even a bedroom.
yeah, it's like
You know?
Hoboken, like what the fuck?
It's kind of basically a studio, but they put up like a thing. Like
Yeah.
it's really crazy. So it feels so bleak to
Have to.
have to.
Have no other choice but to. So I was I was in that like Medi-Cal type of place where I was like, okay, I guess I'm poor enough where I could like sign up for Medi-Cal and the
Yeah.
government pays for my thing.
Because California is good with that.
California is good.
Yeah.
But luckily, I got onto my partner's. His enrollment I thought was going to be open in October, but it was open
Oh,
in May or in April. So I got onto his LAUSD Unified School District, and
we
I'm like,
love. We love.
oh my
There's no
god,
insurance like government insurance.
yes.
There's
Yes, they take care of
there
their people first.
like
And
it's like so comprehensive and big. Like there's no place you can't go. That's a
dental, vision,
powerful.
medical, all of it. It's
Ooh.
like you're accepted everywhere. You're like
Yes,
visa.
it's yes, exactly. I was gonna say.
Never leave home without these. I have my cards. I'm like stuffing it into my wallet because I'm so like proud of it. Um, and here's the thing. As I'm getting older, I'm realizing that like I have to do more health. I have to be
Maintenance.
on top of health. Like in my 20s, even 30s, like I never saw a doctor. I never saw a dentist. I was like,
Mhm.
I'm out here wilding out, like I'm never going to die. And then once you hit 40, you're like, oh, I will die. And it's very close. It's knocking on the
It's
door.
imminent. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm like, oh shit. Especially because I went through this like
Gut thing.
fucked up
Yeah.
sickness and gut thing. And thank God that all happened right at the cusp of my old insurance running out. And since then, I don't know if I've told you, but I've been having for a month now, I've been having solid ass poops. Like I am
Wow.
not spraying and praying anymore.
Wow.
And I think what happened was because of those two antibiotics they gave me, it like cleared out my gut biome,
Uh-huh.
and there was clearly something fucked up in there. Because
Yes.
do you remember me telling you that I always had like sour gut, and
Yes.
I was pooping like 10 times a day, and it was like
Yes.
very bad, and
Yes.
and I was like tired all the time. So like now since then, since I got over that gut bacterial thing,
Hmm.
they clearly healed something in there because honey, let me tell you, I'm dropping nuggets. I'm dropping coils. Like now I finally realize why the poop emoji looks like that. You know what I mean? Like I was like, whoa, because that is not my poop emoji.
I mean, sometimes you would talk about your bowel movements and what was happening in a way that was very much like, but you know how everybody that happens to everybody in a way that was like, no,
Yeah,
sir, you
I
know,
guess it doesn't.
no, like
Yeah,
you're describing things, and but in a
I was
casual way.
yeah, because I was pooping like I used to poop when I was a hard drinker.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, when you like drink and black out, and the next day you're just like have beer gut and like
Yes.
awful shits. Like
Yes.
because I spent so much of my life shitting like that,
Uh-huh.
I guess like I was just kind of like, I guess this is always gonna be my life, you know? And
I mean, that is like battered woman's syndrome.
no,
Like you're like,
truly,
I don't deserve it. Honey,
I
you
don't
do
deserve
deserve better. You
better.
can leave. You can leave. Like this is you deserve better. You don't need to take this anymore.
No,
Like
I
there's
did
a
this to
better.
myself.
No, it's not your fault.
It really was like that. And it
Yeah,
wasn't until just recently where now, and it wasn't always like that. It was just a lot more often than I guess I found normal,
sure.
you know?
Yeah.
So now I've cleared everything out and the poops have been good for a month. I'm like, whoa, this is what it should feel like.
Dude, your people looks better.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, also, I'm on a new reg.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
new skin reg. But thank you. Yeah, I think the inside is affecting the outside,
Yes.
and I'm sleeping better. Like I used to wake up in the morning, and you know what it is also though. I remember I told you I reintroduced everything except for coffee.
Hmm.
I'm still off coffee. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm going for a month with no coffee, and
Wow.
I'm telling you, I feel great pooping, less anxious. Yeah, and just I'm a little clearer in all ways. Like people too. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I think the caffeine and it was also like, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but like
Yeah.
it was the way I was drinking coffee too, right?
Crazy.
Black hot
Crazy.
first thing in the morning.
Dude, that's how Goethe died. I'm pretty sure this is like a maybe a thing when I'm young, I'm trying to remember, but Goethe I think
Who's
died
that?
because
Is that a German general?
yeah, no, he was a writer.
Oh, okay.
Um uh okay, wait a sec. Polymath? He was a polymath. Okay. A most influential writer of the German language, but like he would drink like a cauldron of coffee. Like that's how
Oh my
crazy it
God.
was. And so he was like known for this and like obviously contributed, I think, to his death. But you were drinking it
Wow.
like you were saying you were like it's 6 cups before you leave the door.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
That's like your cup is like literally like the urn,
The whole urn.
whole urn
I'm
of a
drinking the whole urn of a
whole.
coffee pot. Yeah.
Yes, that's your mug.
Black
Yes.
and hot. I
That's
know.
like a cartoon. That's like some sort of that's a comedy
Yeah.
because of how like
Well, the reason I
caricature.
was drinking so much of it was not because I was like, yeah, more. It was because like I wasn't getting the effects of the caffeine.
Right.
So I was like,
Right.
all right, well, I'm still tired. What am I gonna do? I need more coffee. So that I know that, and
Yeah.
then I would finally leave the door, and I'm like, all right, well, I've had enough fucking coffee for the day. I need to start my motherfucking day. And then I would go about my day and not drink water or like whatever, and my
Hmm.
body's just screaming at me, going like, "What the
Yes.
fuck are you doing, bro? Like, you can't live like this." And anyway, all that to say, people who are in your 40s, you are that's the most sobering thing about being in your 40s is that you have to now be mindful about your body. I guess you always had to, but like the certain amount of delusion and um I don't know, youthful exuberance
Hmm.
excludes you from needing to be so intentional about your body until
Right. I
it's
mean, the
not.
consequences don't feel as immediate,
Yeah.
right? Like you can put off whatever in your 20s. You can literally never feel the effects of it, or you could sleep it off, right? It was
Yeah.
all within the cure was all within your reach. Right? Whether or not it was just drinking a little bit of water. This is going to require a packet of electrolytes. This is just going to like I can massage, I could go to a yoga class, I could do
Yeah, a
this, right?
nap.
That,
Yeah, a good
and I'm
sweat.
good. And I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
Yeah. Your
I would
20s
even
is like Mario with the star. You're just like da, da, da,
correct.
da, 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 da. You're like going and nothing
Yes.
could hold you back.
And it's like it's not that you still don't have to jump and you don't whatever, and that you are still encountering things, but you have the fortitude, you have that power, you have the star is giving you the pulsing light, the music is going, you are
Hmm.
safe.
Hmm.
In your 30s, I would say it's more like mushroom, right? You're big.
Yeah.
You can kind of like get over things, but you do have to eat things. You have to take care of yourself. You have
Yeah.
to be mindful in that way. Once problems arise,
Yeah.
right? You
And
can be reactive.
and I see why people in LA are so obsessed with the like well-being and
Hmm.
health of it all because it is a way of control. Like the way I am so now that I have these cards,
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait to book an appointment. I can't wait to get my teeth cleaned. I can't wait for a doctor to, like put something up my butt to like
Yes.
colonoscopy. Like I'm just like ready to stay ahead now.
Hmm.
And that has never been a thing I've I've experienced. Like I've always just kind of been like whatever. Like it
Yes.
I'm not bleeding from the mouth. So like I'm good. You know, like
How bad could it be? I do think that has become like as you get older, I do realize like doctor's visits,
mhm,
maintenance in this way is sort of like the kitchen island of like to
mhm,
2000s. Like
mhm.
if you can afford all those things and you have the time to go, that is in some sort of tacit way a flex. One,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
yeah, right.
Like
And
just
then
came back from my PCP.
thank you.
Like,
I just
wow.
went to my specialist, did not need a referral, right?
Hello.
And
Wow. Okay, to not need a referral is oh my
that is how you know
God.
I'm on that PPO life, right?
Yes, bitch, you
So,
choose.
so, like I do think that's absolutely a thing. Because in your 40s, like in your 30s, you can be reactive, and then in your 40s, you have to be proactive, right? You have to
Yes.
anticipate. You can't even fuck up a little bit, otherwise stuff
No.
happens. Like you
Yes.
cannot be caught slipping in any way out
No.
in these streets. Like you will.
Vigilance is the word of the fucking
You
decade.
have to have your head on swivel. Like it's just,
100%.
and I think that what's unusual, at least for me, with like time and emotional and mental bandwidth being such a thing for me, that having that space
Mhm.
for health and medicine and your own body, that
Mhm.
shit is really like it takes up space.
It's kind of like the only thing you have left as a
Yes.
human. You know what I mean? Like money comes and goes, relationships, whatever, even family, like
Yeah.
they'll disappoint you, but you're in charge of your body. And I'm acutely more aware of that now. And there's something
Yes.
about that that's making me like excited where I'm
Hmm.
like, "Oh, wait. I have a I have a choice in this. I can choose to be like ahead of it." You know, like that kind of stuff is really like I used to make fun of people who like went to do like I don't know, like red light therapy or whatever,
Uh-huh,
like kind
uh-huh.
of
Yeah.
new fangled thing
Uh-huh,
there
uh-huh,
is.
uh-huh.
But I'm starting to understand why it's so addictive because
Yes.
it's giving you a sense of control over the only thing that really physically matters, which is the skin suit you inhabit. It's kind of like what I imagine bulimics or anorexics are
Hmm.
getting the dopamine from. It's like, oh, I
Sure.
have control over how my body looks.
Okay, interesting. I do have this theory that a lot of former eating disorder women do fall into beauty influencing, like skincare, for the same reason.
Interesting.
Because it is like about like a
Okay.
steps. It's about this like discipline,
Ritual.
ritual, like
Hmm.
all these things. And like also there's like a physical, visible difference that you can you know, assess yourself,
Correct.
like aside and then judge.
Hmm.
And also, there is something about the capitalism as well that
Hmm.
really is appealing, I think. But that's my one of my things where it's like, you know how people that used to be alcoholics they just supplant it with something else. I forget what it's
Hmm.
called, but
Transference.
transference, yes. Like I feel like it's sort of that.
Okay.
Like it I
That
think
makes
with a lot
sense.
of ED people it does happen. It's like how
Yeah.
those people that had get like gut surgery where they cut out a part like lap
Oh,
band
lap
surgery.
band. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So without addressing their food issues, like
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes there's like there's evidence of this. Like oftentimes become alcoholic because
Oh,
the same
wow.
sort of compulsion, they haven't addressed that, right? So then they
Mm.
just replace it with something else.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it does definitely feel that way. But I mean, when you talk about like health and the control, Yes. I also think that it is sometimes a bit of a lie because the inexorable uh drag of time will get you. It is
Hmm.
an inescapable.
Yeah.
We are all headed towards that, and skin will droop. We all will have to age.
Yeah.
The lie of it being somehow we can put it
Stave it
off,
off.
yeah, with
Also, I've
money
been
and
noticing
time.
under eye and my eyes
Mhm.
being looking older.
Yes.
Like this is the first time, like this kind of year
Hmm.
is the first time I'm looking at my face and going, wow, you don't look young. You know what I mean? Like, I think until just recently, I always kind of, in my mind's eye, kept the face of my 20s,
Sure.
because like, even when I look back at pictures, I'm like, oh, I look like skinnier and like less
Yeah.
puffier, but like the skin's still tight and like the
Hmm.
eyes really tell the story, right? Like the nunchurum and like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
laugh lines and all that. Like that's all what makes you look more tired and old.
I mean,
And
this is the age. There's like literally, it's
yes,
called, there's a body, there's a cliff where body wise, your body is just like, okay, now begin to deteriorate. And it's
yeah,
really rapid. It's really
rapid.
rapid. Yeah. Like
It's
it's supposed to
so
be
bad.
43 or 44, but there's some age where like your body's just like goes over that cliff.
Hmm.
And it's funny that you say that, Peter, because like I just as a woman, maybe like you're so much more aware of
Right,
all things
right.
always.
Hmm.
So I think that's why I've always been so proactive about things because you know what it is? Like a little bit is like I don't want to like 잔소리 안 듣고 싶어 우리 엄마. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear this from my
Mm,
mom
interesting.
saying some crazy shit about my face. So I'm like
And
proactive.
that's been your whole life.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
So like that fear has certainly kept, but I will say the problem is I am much more proactive about my outward appearance. I have never seen like any internist. I
Hmm. Hmm.
you know, I'm less concerned with all of that, but I do think like it's funny that you say like the control of it. Like it is absolutely this year same too. I feel dusty.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Dusty.
I looked at myself the other day and I was like, "Oh, wow, you look like a raisin." You know what I mean? Just like dry and like just wrinkled. Like so many lines. And this is again like aging with grace, all of that, cool, cool, cool. But I think once I realized that I don't recognize me,
Hmm.
that's when I started getting like really not afraid, but like resolute about like, hey, this is still in your control.
Because you wanted to
Like
take it back so it didn't feel so like
like I was being dragged into the
I see.
depths of,
I see. Yeah.
mortality.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
think that sense of control is what I'm like starting to like get addicted to is like
I mean, it's the same thing with exercise, right? Like,
boom. And
yeah.
I've been exercising as well.
Hmm.
Like really lifting heavier weights.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've never been like into bodybuilding.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's never been my thing. But because like my knees are starting to like I never worked on my legs. I'm starting to do leg day. I'm not skipping leg day. And whenever I heard that, I was like, what are these fucking muscle heads talking about? But now I
Yes.
understand like you need hip and leg and glute strength. You know what I mean? Like you need
The
that to
way you're
carry.
saying this, it's crazy. Like
I
you're
know, like
like,
I'm just realizing,
yeah,
but
like
I
I was like,
am.
bitch, are you talking about your body? Like the thing that keeps you
Yes.
up? Like you're like,
Yes.
I can't believe like you need your legs and your core and like
Yes. I never understood like I heard it, but I never understood it because again, the youthful exuberance kind of carried me through of like, who cares? I have not, like my legs are the skinniest part of my body. So like I don't work them out. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
now I'm realizing, and I know this is like I'm late on a lot of things. is what I'm coming down to. Is that like, oh yeah, I have to even out the musculature in my body. So even
Hmm.
when I do like gain weight, that it spreads through my body and it's not always in my upper half.
Sure. Yes. All of that. But I will say, as someone who has gone through like periods of like a lot of exercise and then no exercise, like it's very much tied to um, your mind and emotional well-being.
I feel so much clearer.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
really it.
yes. And that's giving me more room, more space, more time. So I'm realizing like, oh, that's why time really is relative
Hmm.
because like I'm getting more bang for the buck out of the same time of day, like
Yeah,
hours in
that's
the
the reason
day.
why that's why exercise becomes addictive. It's like all these things because they are not only in your control, but you see appreciable results immediately,
Mm-hmm.
right? So as a culture that also loves that sort of immediate results thing,
Yes.
um, I do also think that you and I in particular, outside of us being in our 20s, I do think that people who are of the mind, right,
Mm-hmm.
or creative types don't necessarily value or recognize
The body.
the body, like
Yes.
appreciate it. We think of it's like as terrestrial and like something about it is very kind of distasteful.
Superfluous.
Those of you who are tied to and of the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, not us. Our
We're
heads are in the sky.
ethereal.
Yes,
Yes.
our
Yeah.
heads are in the skies. We're preoccupied with things of the soul and of the mind, right? Y'all go and build your muscles.
Yeah. I do
And then
think that
yes.
reading Lena Dunham's memoir right now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And are you reading it?
I've been listening to it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm audio reading.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should say listening. Um, anyway, it's crazy that that's a thing that we have to do now. You know, because you're like, because I read so many like books on audio,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm not like reading that.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, it's a very
different.
different experience. I don't know why we have like replaced the word read with like
Listen,
audio listening, yeah, and replace that with
it's
read
not
because
reading. No,
it's a
you're
very different
listening to.
experience. Yes, it's
Yes,
absolutely a very deeply different experience.
yeah, it's a cheaper rendition of the
I
read.
don't know. I actually think I listened to the first time I ever had that, and it was only because it was supposed to be worth it, was Mariah Carey's autobiography
Mhm.
because
She reads it.
she reads it and she
Yeah.
kind of like does a little bit of riffs and she kind of sings,
Oh,
right?
that's cool.
Some
Oh,
of the
that's
book.
cool. I'll have to download that.
Yeah, I mean it's like and she has a certain attitude and a way of saying things that as you would never get that sort of inflection if you just read the book, for example, right?
Sure, sure.
So that's what I mean. I think maybe because of my experience with audio books is very much like that, where
Hmm.
it feels much more like a one-sided conversation,
Yeah,
whereas
you're
like a
getting like a yeah,
reading a book, like this is something that you're taking into your mind, and I feel like I actually think about
yeah.
the
It's
book
you're forced to
more.
like project your own images
Right.
as opposed to like be given them through some kind
Hmm.
of. But Lena Dunham's book, I wish someone else read it because I know this is so bad of me as a man to say, but her voice is so grating. I find it so annoying. And
Is
also
it
it's
like the sort of
it's
like millennial like up speak or like
yes.
that sort of
Yes.
pry? Yeah.
And that kind of like the reading of your own words in a very flat um kind of like almost NPR-ish way
Uh-huh.
that I don't like. I don't like the way she's
Yes.
reading it. I like
I
what she's reading.
mhm, mhm.
I like the content, especially all the mental illness stuff and the industry stuff. I find it very interesting, but her voice is unbearable. It's really
Shut
bad.
this bitch up.
Yeah, just write it. Um, but anyway,
I
so
mean
I, I
I do see that. I mean I'm not as deep into the book, but I do see that with listening to like even the acknowledgments and stuff. Like there is
mhm,
something I guess in her way of presenting this information that it has to be sort of lofty and New Yorkery
Correct. Yeah.
versus I think if she were just to read it the way that I've heard her talk on like Las Culturistas, for example, I think that vibe would feel much better in this. But
Yes, there
she's
was
not reading
more
it
like
like
character, more charm. She's like reading this as if she has to.
yeah, yeah,
And
like it's like
I
a big,
I
it's
don't
like an
like it.
important like you're like the NPR tone.
Yes. She's reading it like it's a lecture. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that about it. Like I want
Because
her to be
otherwise,
more like personable or like,
because I
I don't
don't
know.
mind her voice as Hannah. Like I don't remind it on any of the podcasts I've ever seen her on. But I do, I hear what you're saying with at least the book. Because I think if she just popped off a little bit more
Yeah,
or like
just gave
said
us a
things
little more as
of her
opposed to like
own
na na
attitude,
na 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 na
yes,
na 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 na
yeah.
na 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 na. Like that like cadence really gets like boring. But anyway, the reason why I even mention it because I think she's a great writer and I find her very intriguing and
I think she's
interesting.
a fascinating figure in culture, truly.
Sidebar, does she
Yeah.
not remind you of our friend Julia Weiss?
Yes.
I'm like, this
Yes.
is Julia Weiss. Like, if
I
Julia
mean,
Weiss had New York parents, she would be Lena Dunham.
absolutely. I mean, I actually would say I think Julia is funnier.
Way funnier.
And like, maybe even a better
A
writer,
better writer.
all yeah.
Yeah,
So,
agreed. She's just
so
not a filmmaker, but
and
just
a
writing wise
tour,
and like an artist that is really painfully um in her mind so much that she disassociates from her body,
mhm.
which is a thing that often happened to Lena. I bring
It
this all
requires a
back
very
to like
specific kind of delusion.
yes, and
And I
mental
yes.
illness.
Yes.
And
And
I
I
think
think
that's
Julia's
what
went
you're
the other way
yeah,
versus yeah.
Lena went this way.
Yeah.
But the reason I bring up Lena is because she's the type of artist you're talking about where it's like, oh, I'm so in my head and ethereal
Hmm.
that like who cares about my body? I'm ignoring everything about my body and fuck you, you should um and she's gone through a lot of like media stuff about what her body looks, but I think
Hmm.
it's an example of like that type of artist where the mental illness ramps up the like how good she is
Hmm.
for the art for her art, but how little she pays attention to her body.
Okay, interesting. I mean, because I think a lot of it is like because of her health, physical health journey.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's like again, I'm
not the
not
way her
super.
body looks or anything like that, just like
No, I
the
mean like just like being able to pay attention to it because so much of
correct
her time away from the spotlight was devoted to this medical journey.
health stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So is that what you're saying that where like she was forced to now reckon with her body after
Yes.
having not? Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
because
Yes.
her specific type of artistry or mental illness tied to her artistry kept her away from her body
Hmm.
and in her head. And I think this is true for so many artists.
Yes.
And
Certainly young artists, right? Because you already have
yeah,
the sort of hubris of youth, but
mhm,
then compounded by this creative personality and delusion. Yeah, she can get a little out of hand.
yeah,
And this is why I think a lot of like drug use as well, because you feel so divorced and you want this
yes.
tie. So like, I wish that I wish anybody had ever spoken about creativity in this way.
Where it's a mind body connection and not just
Yes.
about your mind. I That's so interesting because I think that's so true that
Hmm.
we don't ever hear about that.
No, because I mean, when you think about a lot of people in culture or artists that were quote unquote like iconic or legends, I'm very interested in like people's like routine, but
Mhm.
a lot of them it included some sort of physical like a walk or they had to wake up and they played some sort of like sometimes I think Hemingway always went for something. I'm just trying to think here, like off topic, but like usually there's something physical where they have to walk around, or there's something
Mhm.
physical that they is tied to their creativity. But no one talks about it like that.
No. I want that to be included in the artist's way.
Yeah,
You know, like a holistic look at being an artist as opposed to like
Hmm.
dump everything in your brain and like, you know, go see other artists. All that is great, but like
Make sure you
taking,
take a deep breath.
yeah, no, truly.
Yeah.
The one thing that I have taken away from my excessive psychedelic use
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
is that there is nothing else but the breath.
Mm.
The
That
breath
was
is
what I said.
that's the one thing that I have continued to take away from my psychedelic experience is that like your breath is everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How you breathe, the control of your breath, and how that affects your mind, like all of that stuff, I never heard anyone talk about ever. Like no
Yes.
Korean person has ever told me to like listen to my breath.
That's martial arts shit though. Taekwondo, you're but that's like a
Oh,
part of
Kiap.
that.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
is true. Yeah,
Hmm.
I did
I
skip
mean, that's
martial
kind of
arts.
but it's but I mean that is literally it. The martial art is like it is both philosophy and body, right? It's
Yes.
tied together because
Mhm.
Asian people knew that's what the fuck is up.
Yeah.
Like it's just that's what it is.
Tai Chi.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, and so and Kung Fu is Tai Chi fast forward, you know? So
But
like
no one in my family ever talked about that. I don't think
no.
anyone knew. Maybe because we didn't have like martial artists in our family, but
No.
no one talked about even the body. All we talked about was like be skinny.
Wait.
Yeah. Like some amount of kilo, right?
Hmm.
Like you have to if you're this tall, you have to be this skinny.
Yes.
And that was it. Like there was no sense of like why
There is
or
there was no talk of mental fitness, only LA fitness, right? Like that was surely
correct.
Thank you. I gotta take it off. But like, you know, like it truly was one of those things. I think even inside of the creative arts as a community, I
Yeah.
wish we did talk about it because I think it would help a lot. One, it does always helps with mental health. And it's like this sort of cliche thing when depressed people are told to just like go take a walk, but it actually does fucking help. Like,
It does.
like I know it sounds pedestrian and fucking stupid.
Literally pedestrian.
Yes,
You're
like it
walking.
go walking like it is sounds so stupid, but the it's really tied to something. If this will help, I think, is if you tie it to something a little more lofty, right? The
Mhm.
walk connects you to your breath, which connects to
Mhm.
your thoughts, which helps your creative self become bigger. And
Yes.
I was
Maybe we have
listening,
to tie
yes.
it for our society to money. Like your body mind connection being harmonious
Means you
will,
increase shareholder value.
yeah, like you will make more money
Yeah.
or you will be able to make more money.
You're gonna have the tools required to make more money. I mean, and
Yeah.
so now sign up for our class that we are now offering called
Breathe your way through billions. Okay, I'm gonna just wrap this up with walking because I did learn this from a fellow actor on this movie I just wrapped, the
Mhm,
rom
mhm.
com. His
Yes.
name is Theo Rossi.
Okay.
Amazing actor, really, really fit and quite attractive.
Okay. I'm looking it up.
You look him up. He
Okay.
is, first of all, yeah, look him up. He is 55 years old,
Okay.
okay, pushing on 60,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
he looks incredible.
I know exactly who this is.
Yes.
You were on the movie set with him?
Yeah, he was the guy who like the girl like leaves or whatever.
Okay.
And he's just like perfect in the movie, his character.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
he's also like great in life too. And he's just like very like personable and starry eyed. Like he comes in and the whole room's like charmed by him. You know what I mean? It's
Wow.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
that. And we were
Ooh.
talking about how he stays so fit, and he was like, honestly, fuck everything else. The only thing you have to do is walk. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, what? What do you mean? Like, you have huge muscles. Like, you're clearly working out. He's like, yeah, sure. That's like aesthetic and everything. But at the end of the day, if after you eat, 15 minutes later, you go for a walk,
Yeah.
you will like shed pounds. Like that's exactly what that like post dinner walk is for. Like it's after you eat, it's supposed to like engage your body
Hmm.
to like start metabolizing the thing. But we so often like eat dinner and eat dessert and sit on the couch. And
Yes.
that's why we get unhealthy. Like the I and her his wife is like I forget what she is, like a nutritionist or some kind of medical field thing. And they like are very strict on this walking thing. And he was like, and I saw this article about how walking is just as effective for weight loss as running and even
Mm.
better than fast running. Because apparently
Because it's,
fast running builds muscle
I see.
and slow running / slow walking helps metabolize. And
Okay.
I was like, whoa, that makes sense because like Koreans like there is a cultural thing of like sancheck, right?
Yeah.
Like you eat and then you go for a walk around the block, right?
It's
And
literally, it's called the constitutional. You're supposed to do that. I used to do it all the time when I lived in a different neighborhood, I guess, had a different life. But yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so true. I mean, it sounds really like sometimes I feel like the podcast comes around and like the end of it is like kind of like, and yeah, that guys, that's why 1 + 1 equals two.
Too, yeah. I mean, most of our episodes are us realizing something that we should have realized way earlier. Or maybe forgot about. Like I don't remember my family ever going for walks, but I remember
Never.
seeing it on like K dramas or like
Yes.
Korean stuff, and you would hear about it, and you're like,
Hmm.
"Oh,
Hmm.
cool, yeah, they go for walks, okay." But there's an ancient like wisdom behind it, apparently. Like I didn't realize that you did it because it kept you fit and it kept you from heart disease or whatever. Like
Hmm. Hmm.
these are things they must have learned with before Western medicine was available. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm trying to walk now after
Okay.
meals, and he saw me walking after lunch one of the days we shot, and he
Yeah.
was like, he just came up to me and was like, "Saw you walking." And I was like, "No way!" And he goes, "Yeah, I saw you make a left out of blah blah, and like after lunch you went around the block." And he was like, "Good for you. Just keep it up." And I was like, "I love you."
I mean, dude, I'm looking at the his IMDb page. I know where I recognize him from. Luke Cage.
Luke Cage and Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched Luke Cage more than I
You did
the other
Penguin.
ones. So
Yeah,
yeah, but like that's who that is.
yeah. He's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is definitely a quality to him. I would say like Adam Driver sort of thing where it's like the face is the face, but there's something that like pulls you in.
Yeah.
And so that has to be charisma, right? It
There
just
is. It's aura. It really
yeah.
is. I'm
Like
That's real. Like I've met a lot of people, but there's seldom people where I'm like,
where it
you're
changes the
casting a
nucleus of the room.
spell. Yeah.
Like literally there's like sometimes and if listeners, if you don't know, this is the reason why it's of note is because one, it is rare, right?
Rare.
Because there are plenty of people that are charming. There are plenty of people that you might call the life of the party, right?
Or hot. Like
Hot.
in the face and body. Like that's not what this is. This is like an extra dimensional quality.
And that's why even in Hollywood, people will talk about it. Like that person has that. That's how compelling it is.
Star quality.
I mean, that's what Bill Clinton had. That's what they fucking said about
Correct.
him, right?
Yeah.
Like it is a star quality. Absolutely. This is why gatekeeping, I think, should come back. There are too
I
many of
agree.
these
I
regular,
agree.
regular, dusty ass people. We need people that are out there combing the streets for the people with this
Yeah.
real fucking star quality. Like I
Yes.
am sick of watching a show that is so written so well, played by basic ass
Ugh,
people.
same. I agree. I
You
need
know what I mean?
I need stars.
I
Like I was
need
watching The Fifth Element the other day. Oh my God. Why is he such a star? Like every scene, every frame, every moment, he is chewing the motherfucker up. And I'm like,
I'm getting chills. Yeah.
oh my God. And he's not like the most best. Like he was like balding and like, you
I mean,
know,
that's not going to be a thing anymore, by the way.
I know.
No,
Yeah.
sorry, go.
No, no, no. I was just saying that like Bruce Willis was such a like star. And that's
Yes.
why I understand like there was such a divide between like movie stars and like TV.
TV stars. That's
Because
right.
TV is where the regular goes. Movie, it's you're really like capturing something ineffable. Like that was yeah. Oof.
I mean, and this is why I think at least right now with the influencer wave, it's like these are all people that are the life of the party. They're all fun. They're all loud, but they do not have the fucking star quality. And the ones that do have risen, right? That's sort of the democratization of it. But there need to be gatekeepers that are combing these streets for these star qualities.
You're right.
Because
We need to
when
bring
you
back the star.
because when you say like the nucleus of the room changes, right? Like if you're at a party and let's say all the business and all of the action is happening in the kitchen and it's actually the place that is the center of the party, right? When that person arrives, now it becomes about that's how powerful star quality can be. That's how
Absolutely.
powerful it can be.
Yeah.
They can replace the hearth of the home.
It's quantum physics, if you ask me.
I
But
mean, truly.
yeah.
Like it is sort of like, and yeah,
It's like
like if
divine, that kind of quality. Like it's just you can't excavate it, you can't learn it. It's born. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, and yeah, I do feel like our movies are starved for it,
I know.
right?
Ugh.
And I think that poor
Like get
Timothy
the rock
Chalamet,
off my fucking
yes,
screen.
and like I mean, and poor Timothy Chalamet, like he's like it's like he's not a franchise player, he's a role player, and we're asking him to carry a franchise, and that's not fair.
No.
That's not fair to
That's
him.
no, he doesn't yeah, it's
He's a good
yeah.
actor. He's like I can see it, but
We need
come
talent
on,
scouts to come back, is what it is.
thank you,
To
thank you.
we need to hit the malls. We need
Where's
to
the next Tom Cruise? Where's my you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this is you promised me a jetpack situation. Where's my Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Right? Like come on.
No. Yeah, we need to fix it because I really think if I was a producer, I would like produce the shit out of Theo Rossi because it's so like
Mm.
viscous, that charisma, that I was like, ugh, he needs to be like leading things, you know? Anyway,
Yes.
all that to say, another no duh moment from your two Kims. Uh,
But
where
too bad we're the last podcast on
on
earth.
Earth. That's right. And I hope you're doing well in your bunker. Love you guys. Tune in next time. Bye.
Bye.